Tell us
Men
why.
love when women get vulnerable.
Yes.
And they're able to be helpful to women. They're actually needed. That's the only time they're really needed. I would say that's why it's really aroused.
Yeah, I'll give her a dick to ride on, you know? I mean, a
You
shoulder
know
to
why
cry on.
here's why. I don't know if tears are attractive, but here's why I miss this. This is nice. I'm cozy right now.
I was gonna say.
What were you saying?
Tears are attractive.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are you about to cry, bro?
No,
but
first one to cry.
Here's what I was gonna say. What was I talking about?
Boozy
How you like seeing
He's
women
emotional.
cry.
He's emotional, guys.
you is a nice guy. You think he's a great guy? Let me know. Huh?
She doesn't know me, man.
I don't think
What is
he's a
she-
nice
she
guy,
could-
but I don't think you want to be a nice guy, right?
I don't know.
Wow.
I think
So
I think you gotta have
when
balance.
guys are mean.
Yeah,
do you
I
want?
have a
Like, you
bad,
wanna
I have a
be-
bad habit. I really
no.
like sociopaths, dude. Okay, here.
So
this
you
is
like
actually
getting
relevant
cheated on,
story,
yeah.
relevant story. I was talking to this guy. Thought he was a
Yeah.
sociopath. He was really fucking hot. He cried to me. He cried to me.
And
And
Wow, this
I,
is really
I cut him
relevant.
off. I
you
cut him
lost
off.
attraction. Yep, because you
Wow.
know what? At least she told the truth, guys. At least she
Because
told
it
you
was
see
not
yourself
attractive to
in
me.
him?
It was not attractive to me.
Why do
There we
you
go.
cry that much too?
There we go.
What? No, I
Do
just,
you
I just,
cry?
I just felt like I wanted him to be like the strong one in the relationship, and when
Uh-huh.
he cried, I was
Uh-huh.
like,
Uh-huh.
this is like weird fucking vibes. I don't know how
You
to
know
cry.
that-
Sushi,
literally-
Sushi, I want to give you a medal. I
Wow.
want to give you a medal for saying what I said, but just changing.
Just
the words of it.
honesty. Just she gets
Listen,
a medal
I'm
for
not a
bare
perfect
minimum
person.
honesty.
I'm not a perfect person, but I'll be fucking honest, you know?
Oh,
Fuck.
Thank
so,
you, Sushi, thank you.
What happened with this guy?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What happened?
Why
He
are you
cried.
laughing? You're laughing like I know something.
You
If
don't
I
know
noticed-
anything. I know that you don't know anything, but I don't think we gotta go into it.
He cried in front of you, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Yeah, what
I made me
happened?
stop liking him. Yeah.
But how many
Oh,
times did
that's
you
what
cry in
happened.
front of him?
John, did I not say this
Never.
earlier?
I never cried in front of
Okay,
him.
so I think you were the man in the relationship. That's my take.
Wait,
okay,
what?
honestly.
No, you're
I-
actually
That's my take.
emotionally unstable.
That's
what
my
it
take.
is.
I'm extremely emotionally stable. I'm not an
Oh.
emotional person.
Oh yeah.
When
'cause that
Is
people
that
was
why you're
emotional.
drinking right now?
Yeah, I'm just hey, it's my fucking Saturday, bitch. You know,
There we
but
go, Jordan. What's
I
up,
don't like
Jordan?
when other people are emotional. I don't really like it. It's not a vibe for
Exactly.
me.
Don't
Because you
bring
think
it.
it's
It's a
sweet.
turn off.
No, because you don't want to
No,
put your.
don't go.
I don't
Ask
know, like me
a
personally.
question without prefacing it like that. Like, you
Me
can ask questions in a
personally,
different way.
if
Me
a girl
personally, I
like
don't
Like, it would
never
make me- I
cries,
feel like it would make me uncomfortable when other people are emotional if I don't know how to empathize.
if you're with a sociopath,
no.
right, and you never cried, like, is he really a sociopath? That's my take. I don't
It's
know.
like it's
Is
like
he?
yeah. I thought that's why I was like, wait, he's not a sociopath.
And there you
but-
go. There
I
you
think
go.
you-
Trust?
Yo, even if I don't
Interesting,
date her, I
John.
want her to do good in life. Like I will mention her name in a room filled with opportunities and shit. But I've noticed something. Bitches need to say it. Like, oh, John is
was
actually
literally taking notes
There-
right now.
John is a
Listen,
fascist.
They're
Probably
they're
bored with their life. You have the wrong.
Yeah.
people
Yeah, no,
around
if
you.
they're recording you for that shit and you're like
They're
no,
bored,
I
they're
don't
trying
They
to fuck
recorded
you.
me for saying white people are great. That's all I said.
Wait, did you say
Where's
it on
the-
Black History Month, bro? When did you say it, bro?
I know I had arms
Huh?
spasm and I did like this.
And when did you
gesture
say
and
it,
It was
bro?
bad. But now I'm seen as like some white supremacist because of this girl. And it's like, what the fuck? I like secondary. I mean, I like all kinds of people. So here's what I'm trying to say. No, here's what aren't you white? You're a fucking Nazi above me, all right? Or to the
So
side.
you're just white.
All right.
I get so mad at you guys for saying like, oh, guys can't cry and whatnot, and then afterwards I was like, yeah, you know what? No, it's not a vibe. Like,
Who cried?
occasionally
Who
it's
cried in
not-
front of you?
Okay,
Say the
guys,
name.
you're not
Say-
fucking people while they're crying.
Yes, you.
No, but it's not
Oh
about
my
the
God.
crying. It's about the weakness. It's about like the fact that they just
No,
lose
but it's
their
just- it's
masculinity.
rejection.
And like, they're
It's
like
because
your
you think
bitch
you're
best
weak.
friend, and they're just like, oh my gosh, we're best friends. We can talk about everything, and they're just sharing their entire like emotionality with you. It makes them soft, and it makes you not as attracted to them.
It makes the
over time.
basement dry.
No, no.
So I understand if they get too
Bare minimum.
comfortable. I don't know why I'm lagging. I understand if they get too comfortable and they're like very emotional about everything. I get that because like at first it's supposed to be that romance, you know? It's like it's very romantic. It's not like, oh babe,
Yeah.
I'm so sad. this guy talks shit about me. Like, obviously, that's like, okay, bro, like, you're emotionally unstable. Go, like, let it out and go speak to a professional. But if you don't like men crying for, like, actual real shit, it just tells me that you're weak.
Yeah.
And you don't cry, and you suppress
No.
everything,
No.
and you
Not
project
not
everything.
even remotely. Not even remotely. The fact is that, like, I let my men cry throughout every person that I ever dated, and that's why I found it so toxic when John.
Did
Paul
you
would
break
say
up with
that.
all of them?
Yeah. But it wasn't because of the crying, you know.
It wasn't because of the crying.
Did
Okay.
you-
100% going back, it's like, okay, the last one, right? I didn't feel like
the last one.
I'll tell you something, Inky, as well. You're also really fucking sweet that some guys, because they're not with their mommies anymore, they're fucking mommy's boy, and then they treat you like the mommy, and that's why they cry.
Who does she work for?
I work for me. I hire people to have sex with me on camera.
Okay,
I do not work through anybody. I do not work for an agency.
Sushi, when the fuck did you join the dark side?
Yeah.
I've been making porn since I was 21.
You want to say something else?
No, since I was 21, yeah.
That was
I waited until I was 21 to make porn because I didn't want people to watch my porn just because I was a teenager because I felt super predatory.
Did you post nudity of when you were underage?
No, I never posted nudity until I was 21. I never posted
Any big black dudes in there? What's up?
You've never posted.
know. Huh?
Did you fuck my boy?
Any big black dudes in
boy.
there?
My boy on top of me.
Oh, Elijah? I have not fucked Elijah. No, I think
Would
you
you
would know.
She's lying, bro. She's lying,
Oh,
bro.
would I fuck him?
Yeah, he's a virgin.
Oh, sure, I fuck him. I really want to fuck a virgin. It's been on my
Elijah,
to-do
you want
list.
to run up in my tier 3?
Yeah, bro.
I'm not looking for anybody right now. Okay, I'm not.
Are you wait? Wait? Are you a virgin too?
Shia, the reason I brought that
Probably
up
not.
is because I
Self-control is not horny. Horny means there's no self-control.
No, because
No, that's
that
not what it
means, like,
means.
okay, I can't control how many times I masturbate when I'm like depressed or whatever. Like, I've worked on it for years, but at the same point in time, like, there are definitively times where I've masturbated 10 times in a day, you know?
masturbation rehab worked on it for years, like recovery. I fucking can't.
You trying to fucking beat a world record like 10 times?
You can have
No, it's just very embarrassing to say. Like, I have literally spent an entire day just touching myself, yeah.
Holy viewer count is
clap,
skyrocketing.
Okay.
No, but
Is it
Zherka, so
Inky
do you think that's
Inky?
the horny women?
No, I'm
now?
actually dead serious.
10 times a
The
day.
issue that I voiced-
This is crazy.
No, I don't like anymore. Like maybe 4 times or something a day
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
when I'm good. It depends on like my mood, like how happy I am.
The anchor arms.
And what do you think about? Like, what do you think about?
I have fantasies.
And sometimes just out of stress, out of boredom.
No, but that's literally what I'm saying, right? So like I'm a hypersexual, and the more stressed I am, the more sexual
The
urge
more
I have.
likely to be
You're
obsessed.
addicted.
But have you ever done it in a car? That's the question.
But what?
Have you ever done it in the car?
Masturbated in the car, but I didn't drive.
That you're horny, but you're not touching yourself when you're driving like men. That's when men are horny. But you're not horny like-
Oh yeah, they can't drive.
Have one night.
I don't have a license.
Zherka, you're talking about some dumbass man.
I promise you.
I
that
don't know if that's a
happened.
good
And
thing.
also, by the way, like I don't like. You can easily still masturbate without having to finger yourself. I mean.
Yes.
But you ladies keep saying you've been horny, but you're not endangering the public driving horny. So why are you using the
No,
same?
that's just a dumbass with
No,
like, a brain
I-
cell. That's
No,
just-
that man is taking risks.
By the way,
That man is willing to risk his life and anyone else's life. Okay, that man is horny.
When it comes to hypersexuality, like it is 9 out of 10 cases that it is women that are diagnosed hypersexual. Men are almost never ever diagnosed. Go look up the studies on that. Men are never diagnosed
And I
hypersexual.
think it's because of suppression a lot.
Come on, I don't want to go.
We're not going over there.
If we, oh my god.
fucking all the time.
Women
It's like
are
so
way the
lame.
fuck hornier than men.
Oh
And men
my
actually
god.
like
Like,
it over
or don't have sex. Like,
No, women are only hornier than men if they've got a hot guy, but
Oh.
that's very rare.
Zherka, for some,
No, I am
the
just
amount of
told.
information you
I'm
know
getting around
about
people,
the Twin
like-
Towers.
But not all women like multiple dudes at the same time. That is saved for seriously mental ill people.
Oh well, I guess I must be mentally ill then.
Oh my god, is that what you're
I have a
watching?
fantasy.
You are.
No,
you
that's not
something
what I'm
happened to
watching.
you, bro.
No.
Is it
No.
for black dudes
But
while you're on the couch?
It's not me pleasuring them, it's them pleasuring me. Like the way a
Oh,
guy would
man.
want
Yeah,
two
we know
ladies to
that.
pleasure them.
Okay,
Just
but
them. It's just all the attention is
as a
on
woman,
me.
do you not feel devalued by that? Do you not feel like
No, I
devalued
feel
by the fact that
powerful.
you're a
When
man? Like
two
I
men
assume like
worship me. When
but
two
I
men
assume
worship
one
me,
of
I feel
them
powerful.
would be your boyfriend or your husband, right?
I wasn't thinking about boyfriend. I was just thinking about two guys.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Are they like moderator type guys, or like what type of guys are gonna sit there and worship
No,
you?
I don't know, but I just
Huh?
let me slide in real
No,
quick.
no,
I'm
no,
not a
no,
guy.
no, 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 no.
There are guys that love worshiping. That's their kink, and that's the type
My
of
tier
fantasy
threes.
I would include.
Okay, okay.
Now hold on, Alpha Lita.
It's not
Here's
for me to give.
if you have that bad trip with someone as violent as Zherka, you don't know how many lives I've fucked up. When I used to be at the guy at parties that was like on Molly or shit, but I'd be thinking normal, and then one of my buddies would say they're high on shrooms or acid, and I'd say, "Oh, really? I think I'm gonna fuck with you and follow you around this party all night." And all night
Yeah,
I'd be at
why-
the party. I'd be at the party whispering in their ear, like, "It's gonna happen, man. I can feel
Oh,
it's
you're
coming."
just an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assholes exist. That's my
Literally.
point. There's evil in the world. I used to be very evil.
So
and
you
They
wanna
just
be
let you
vulnerable
walk around in their ear the whole night, bro.
Point is
Of
that
a
if you allow
fucking
yourself
bad
to be
What the
vulnerable,
fuck?
there are assholes in
Fuck
the
you.
world that will
That's
take
not nice.
advantage of
Don't
it.
do that.
And shrooms opens
Let them
you up
exist.
vulnerabilities. That's all I believe he's trying to say.
the guy who's Zherka fucking with you, that's in every friend group. That guy exists. Different levels.
True.
That guy is
But not
going
really.
that guy's gonna twist your stomach. I used to just whisper, "It's coming. You know it's gonna happen, man." It's coming." And I would build it up. And I felt so guilty when
You're building it up until they're coming.
Yes, and now look at this. All these guys, they would always agree when I'd be like, "You feel it, right? Say you feel it." Every time they're high on psychedelics, they'd be like this. I know, but they don't know what I'm talking about. But
The
they
thing
need to
is,
agree. They need to
you don't-
agree with me because they're
You
terrified.
don't
They think
feel
I'm
anything.
murder them.
It's liquidy. You feel like liquid. So there's no like feeling. You just I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, honestly, I've been talking to Spike to 900 viewers. It's your turn. What do you guys think?
I think you said you followed a dude around the fucking for all night, and he just let you while he's on shrooms.
I didn't tell you how I was whispering. In
Like what the
I mean,
fuck?
you were
That is
saying
head-
it's coming, so I feel like there is some form of sexual undertext there.
I'll tell you this, okay? I'll tell you this.
Care what
I
you're
regret,
talking about, you're boring.
this day why I talk about psychedelics so much is I regret how I used to fuck with people because one day it happened to me. And
There
I
you
look
go.
back.
We were staying at our fucking penthouse, and fucking literally, I'm passing out. Like I'm soaked in from the night. Comes in, he's like, "Hey,
What are you
I'm like,
doing,
"You need to go back
stepsis?
to your fucking room."
Oh my
like,
god.
What are you doing? Yeah,
Oh
was
my god.
awful. And I
Hmm.
kicked him out, but that my dad broke up.
Why don't you kiss with lips? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I
Why
think
don't you
most
kiss with
people
lips?
kiss with
Cause she
lips.
doesn't have lips, bro. What the fuck? Come on, bro.
Someone's throat hole. That is the most
Why you got weird.
animalistic behavior. That is like, that is the most disgusting. Young men in chat. Why is your tongue down her throat and not your cock? It's so
Oh my
confusing.
god,
Like,
this is
those
such-
men.
Gotta like start somewhere though.
I know
like,
what
you
you're
can't
trying to
just,
do,
like,
Zherka,
rip
and I
it
appreciate it.
and
It's really
Ew.
funny, but it's just like
Maybe their tongue is longer than their dick. You ever thought of
Chad,
that?
those-
then- There we go.
Chad, literally those, because that's not my tongue.
Yeah, but he's not trying to kiss you after, bro.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
The fuck?
If she gotta prove she's got sloppy head by eating my face, that's not how you prove it. There's dicks for that. But now check this out.
you're basically agreeing with my statement is you don't want foreplay. You just want it straight on the cock.
No. I think foreplay. I think
fucking-
if you don't do foreplay, you actually have mental illness. That's mental illness. But I don't think foreplay should be tongue on. I don't think foreplay should be tongue on tongue. I think tongue on tongue is actually like COVID. That's very gross.
Pulse by bodily fluids.
And
But like,
so-
John, I have a question though.
But I don't think it's the experience of everyone. Per
No,
se.
because when we talk about, when we talk about tongue on tongue, nobody here means 80% of it is lip on lip. What you guys mean is in
I
the
said
first.
10%.
What do you mean? I thought it
You know
was
how to
like-
kiss.
That's
You know how
that's
to
mental
French
illness.
fucking kiss in a nice way.
Yeah,
I'm a
no.
pro at it. Like,
Chad,
come
this Cruz says you think no foreplay
most people
is
aren't. They're really gross with it. And I'm
Bro,
like, ew, get it
Cruz,
out.
listen to me. If your girl can just have sex with no foreplay, you're dating a man. You fucking, this is gotta be the biggest.
But isn't head like foreplay? Is head not foreplay? How does it work?
I mean,
I get that they're
The
fired
fuck?
up and ready to go, but
as
if
an
they let
almost
you,
married
if
person,
your girl-
that's kind of
if you-
right.
Bro, if your girl lets you
But-
disrespect her like that, you just walk in and bend her over. Bro,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
it.
some
I
level
love
of
that.
disrespect
You're
your
right.
ladies
You're right.
allowing.
You're right.
But bro,
Fuck.
that's like stuff you
Damn
play
it.
with as a joke, but you don't actually like. That's like, bro, if your girl just you can walk in, bend her over, and bang her. That's in 4 seconds.
Isn't that what a wife is for?
Actually,
What the fuck?
Like,
I'm telling you,
that's actually dangerous.
I don't want to get married then, bro.
Like,
What the
You
fuck?
said perfectly, and then you said in full.
I don't want to get married then. What's the point?
Like,
this
you need to at least allow her to open up and adjust. Like,
yeah,
and
this guy in chat.
like, it's actually dangerous. Otherwise, you can tear her. really
No,
hot.
this guy in chat is saying you don't even have to say like, "Honey, I'm home." You can just go balls deep with no
Hey, I
foreplay.
love
If
Shut the
it's
fuck up, you
pre-foreplay,
Dating
motherfucker.
really loose women.
if
Just
it's
saying.
discussed or
That's
if you're,
some
like,
horrible
full
advice.
frontal
Kill
and
you,
forward.
Zherka.
That's some
I have
Andrew
a
Tate
dro-
shit.
I have a drone literally circling your house right now, by the way.
That's fine, but check this out. Guys in chat, if you want her to respect you, no tongue, bro. Every guy she's ever fucked tongued her down.
And
You can be
he,
special.
he means himself.
Chat, let me tell you something. If you're not kissing with lips, that bitch doesn't own any. She doesn't have lips.
True.
If
True.
it's girls with nice lips, you can't stop kissing her. You follow around like a dog. But if she got no lips, like maybe you need to do other things. But I don't get this whole drinking saliva thing. I really don't. I mean, I've been
What are you
traumatized.
talking about?
Every
Like,
girl,
Saliva?
no, bro, every girl, even the ones I respected, every girl I've ever dated tried to eat my face off, and I said, "Damn, bitch, I'm not that cute." So
No,
I
I-
really fucking
no, I
turned
have
out-
made
You're
out
not
with girls.
understanding. People are just like really shitty at kissing.
only, sometimes I think only strippers get me. Only a
Oh god.
That explains so much, Sean.
only a stripper will know what I'm saying because they cater themselves to a man's business. But I'm telling you, dude, would you look like at
She's
17?
deafing right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that some pedo question? I don't care. Go ahead.
She's deafing.
Okay. Well, let me tell you something. Fuck you and your fucking pedo ass brother. What's an incestuous? You're
I mean, he was
incest-
16, right?
She's watching the stream.
She's
was-
still watching this.
He was
video.
16, she was 17, so she's more of a pedo than him.
You're fucking incest Andy. She's watching incest porn right now.
Like half a year or even like one day.
The friends, the streamers, the chats you stay in, if you watch Ethan Klein, you're choosing a waiting room of death. So let's
Say
get
if you
claps
choose
in the
Ethan
chat.
Klein.
If you've chosen this
Wow,
waiting
this
room,
motherfucker, Corey.
Nina,
oh my
come
God,
join
we've
us.
fought
Nina,
so
we would
many
love to
times.
have you.
yes. Who's this? Who is this? Introduce yourself.
I'm Corey.
This is Elijah's very good friend.
Yeah.
We're cool now.
Alright,
We
Corey,
were
let me
for a
get
minute.
this.
I
bro.
basically have a
He's
habit
funny.
of causing problems.
We're
with
giving him a
everybody on
tryout.
this call, and
Let me turn him up. This guy's got a lisp.
Corey, you're fine. Don't worry
Corey,
about it.
what do you got for us? What do you?
Okay,
What's the
so
message you're bringing?
My power is basically pissing everybody in here off, but then they forgive me in about 17 seconds because I'm just
And skating and like trying to be
So
Tony
go
Hawk,
wait,
but,
go ahead.
like,
Piss
the
everybody off right now.
obnoxious,
Let's go.
racist
Piss
version.
everybody off
Did
right
I
now.
come in here to start a flame or did I come in here to fucking talk, Eli?
Piss everyone off, bro. Go ahead.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Piss me off, bro. Go ahead.
Why do you have to put him on the spot?
All right, he said it, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
Another one, and I just fucking tick it off like this. Another one.
But what do you
Another one.
accomplish from that? That's the question. What do you accomplish from
The
that?
greatest thing you can do
Yeah.
by fucking a lot of bitches is they try not to cope and downgrade too much. They try and get their lives together because they go, yo, that Zherka guy's a fucking genius. He's got it all figured out. I sleep on.
So
a
you're
beanbag.
saving these hoes. He's
am
saving
literally
them.
Yes, I am purging them.
Okay, okay.
Gee,
John is a martyr. Okay? John he's a
Am I right?
martyr. He sacrifices himself, alright, for the betterment of society. Do it, Johnny, bro.
This is the self-sacrifice, huh?
It's self-sacrificial.
Oh my
only.
God.
No, but
Just like Christ.
the greatest cope I've ever been messaged was, I've been here a while. I still have a beanbag. I don't fuck bitches unless they want to sleep on the beanbag. But check this out. With me, but you can't. It's a beanbag. But look at this. Most men in my body would be fucking every night in Texas. They'd be fucking every bitch.
Their friends and family.
Spiritually.
Fuck their friends and family. If anyone marries an American girl in my chat, I will cut their balls off with my crusader sword.
With his teeth.
What's the reason for that? So why don't you believe in marriage? Like, did you grow up and like not see it? Like, what's up? Not see it, like, successful marriages.
Elijah, if you went to Colombia and got a big booty Colombian girl,
okay,
then I'd say you better get married to that before I take her. But now look at this.
Whoa.
I would take her if you're gonna not marry her. What the fuck? That's a Colombian. But look at this, Elijah. If you go to Colombia and get the bitch, marry her. But if you come to me and go, yo, Uncle Zherka, I got a fucking American girl I'm marrying, I'd say that's not a girl. That's a fucking hooker.
But what if
you would wait for the punchline and it would never come.
So you're saying like all the brainwashing is basically they're doomed, is what you're saying.
Did you say me?
I said hookers fuck less, buddy.
You said hookers cost less.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
And they fuck less, okay?
Yeah. That's.
So you're saying they're doomed, basically. They're doomed, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, man, imagine if I told you guys, hey guys, this is my American fiance. You guys would laugh at me. You guys would be like, I might eat these words one day, but I promise you it's good advice. One in the chat if it's great advice to not be American.
If she's like 20% Puerto Rican, she's no longer American, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
What if you keep her at home? Now what?
If she's got some other percentage.
If you keep her at home, what's her history like? How many did she fuck?
All right, like she's a virgin, and like.
Come on, bro. Are we doing the unicorn argument?
Yeah, we're doing the unicorn, bro. We're doing the unicorn.
Okay, so you're saying she's ugly as fuck.
My girlfriend who's super hot and a virgin. She's actually a model. She didn't have time to get fucked because she works for Victoria's Secret.
No, because she actually had a good father in her life, that actually raised her, right?
That's even more plausible than Victoria.
Or maybe her father was crazy with a shotgun, I don't know. Who knows? Okay.
At least you have a better father.
All right.
I'll tell you this, man. There's a reason why all your homies got mid to ugly girlfriends. It's because those are the good ones.
It's true. It's true. Sure.
This is why all your homies, you can't look your homies in the eye. You'll never look at your homie in the eye and say, bro, your girlfriend's ugly. But that's the truth. Why all of our friends' girls are fucking ugly is because those are the good souls left in society, right? So if you ever introduce me to a hot girl and go, yo, that's my girlfriend, I'd be like, that's a fucking hooker. That's
Escort, John.
So listen, so you would never. So you're promising. You're making this promise right now.
In my life, looked at a homie's girl and said, bro, she's hot as fuck.
What if she's religious?
I wouldn't be weird, but in my head, I've never been like, whoa, she's hot as fuck. Without thinking it's a hoe. And I was right about all. Like, dude, if Mimi. If
just being a hoe though, that's wild.
You don't want to know.
if you bring home a girl that the world doesn't want, I'll be proud of you. But if you bring home a hot fucking wife, you're so coping, bro.
Listen, Joey,
You think you're gonna spend the rest of your life living with a hot girl?
Look, bro. If I if I live with mid, okay, I don't think I'll spend the rest of my life. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I can't do it.
Listen, Jack. If your girl is hot, she's a hoe. That's like fact. It's 100% fact.
What constitutes being a hoe? What constitutes being a hoe?
No, you don't want to know.
Just
breathing. Hey, if you blink.
Okay, she's bringing American hoe particles.
Hey,
but Chad, listen. If you think of all your homies, the one with the hottest girl, his girl's a hoe. That's the name of the game. That's how God made it, right? That's why God puts hoes on earth to see how many good girls. Sees how many good girls. God points and says, how many good girls is this Zherka guy gonna ignore for these hoes? And I was like, I'm blind. Every time a good girl DMs me, I go, what? Where are your fucking panties?
Oh my god.
Why am I not getting nudes? What the fuck? And that's the trap. And this is why I have quit on women, because it turns out Minnie's fetish, the dude above me, and Elijah, it turns out men's fetish is hoes. One in the chat. We love hoes. We love hoes. We're going to hell. We're going to hell with these hoes.
Do you think in the ancient times they loved hoes or no?
Hell yeah, bro. Do you know what's funny about that's a great question. That is a brilliant question. In ancient times, did you know that wearing makeup, only hookers did that?
Which area?
In all ancient times, ever since the Babylonians, Egyptians, whatever, only hookers wore makeup. So you would know who the hooker is by them wearing makeup. And apparently our brains don't really evolve away from this. Apparently today, in today's society, we still see girls who wear makeup as hookers. Like, we can't explain why we see that, but we're like conditioned since ancient times. Isn't that fucking wild?
So
doesn't that hurt everyone's feelings?
If you wear makeup, you're a hooker confirmed. That's it.
If you put on lipstick, you're literally an ancient hooker.
You travel back, they're gonna try to fuck you.
I'm gonna go hoe around and actually sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna go be a hoe. Have a lovely night, everyone.
All right.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for coming on.
Love you.
But all right, but no, honestly, guys, right? If any of you have hot girlfriends, I'll be so disappointed in you.
Bro, look, if I have a hot girlfriend, bro, I want you to like, look, here's what you do, John. Here's what you do, okay? You try to take her, okay? Right?
What?
That's what you do.
Wait, you wanna be made a cock?
That's what you do. Look, if you can take her, right, then she's not the one for me, right? That's my take.
No, if you take your buddy's girl, and he gets mad, you look him in the eye and you say, "I got that fucking hoe away from you. You got that fucking dude.
He saved you. He saved you. Honestly.
I saved you.
Okay.
Christ-like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then check this out. We stuck in our ways because men like to look cool, but men love hoes. Minnie is gonna marry a hoe. Elijah's gonna marry a hoe.
I'm not marrying a hoe though. I'm not marrying a hoe.
Yes, you are.
I'm not marrying a hoe.
Anyone who's been on these kind of podcasts loves hoes. But you guys value looks more than anything, and that's the truth. You know how I know you guys love hoes? You don't give good girls a chance. That's why you guys always come here. And I know the girls you flirt with, Elijah.
I tried to give good girls a chance. Like, I dated a good girl, a virgin girl, but like,
you had good girls talking to you and you ignored them for the girls on my Discord. Those are some fucking dirty girls, bro.
Listen. First of all, I didn't ignore anyone. Okay, I have hella hoes in my DMs. I didn't ignore any of them.
Discord.
I didn't ignore any of them.
He's sniffing around for the dirtiest girls. This is why the new guy joined the Discord. You can't wait to meet them. And it's like, guys, I know, and you know these girls on my Discord, they're evil, bro.
Oh, I
They'll
know.
just, bro, they'll randomly just start
I know,
charging
yeah.
you up sexually. And
Yeah.
you'll be like,
Okay,
"Bitch,
but
what the
that's
fuck?"
real life, bro. I walk outside. Well, is every girl a hoe then? Like I walk outside and they just start charging me, bro, sexually, bro.
America.
I literally had a girl the other day say she wanted to like cut me in a video game or something.
I'm gonna marry a fucking alien.
Like
Check
what
this
the
out.
fuck?
I do believe you can be happy marrying a hoe, but you need cocaine and drugs, and you need a mixture. It's like hot dogs and Coca-Cola. You're not just gonna have a dry hot dog. You need something to mix with that. You know what I'm saying?
Go full on
You need a-
healthy, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna marry a hoe, find the right cope. Don't find weak copes. Get a nice cope. Like here, if I marry a hoe, right? I'm just gonna go live and be like, "Yeah, that's the fucking bitch," and then she's gonna be like, "I ain't no bitch," blah blah blah, and I'll be like, "Look at this. I gave chat what I told. I told them my vice, and like I'm dealing with this demon, and they know what I'm going through, and I need them to subscribe, and then I'll just build small wooden ships with a toothpick, with two toothpicks like chopsticks in a fucking in a bottle like this. I'll build wooden boats in bottles like this and to cast them out to sea with notes on the fucking on the deck that says "Don't marry a hoe." But I'll find a cope where I'm just building something in my room, dark room, and I go fuck this hot girl, and then I go back to my room. I'll find the right cope. I mix the right cope with the fucking hoe. I never have the hoe alone because that's how you kill yourself. So I'll never marry a hoe and not find the right cope for that.
What
situation.
if she's always at home, bro? Then what? All right. What if she never leaves the house?
What are you talking?
What if she never leaves the house?
Is never at home.
Never leave the house.
What if she never leaves the house?
Spending your money. They
Yeah,
can't.
then she's
They're
probably
like
spending
it's
money.
like gills.
Yeah.
If they're that's why you know you're dealing with a hoe when she cannot see furniture, correct? So she's staring at the furniture, and then she goes, "We need a new TV stand," and you go, "Bitch, what the fuck?" And they start seeing invisible furniture in the room to replace and change up, and then this costs you thousands and thousands of dollars a week. That's when you realize you're dealing with a fucking hoe.
Unbelievable.
They start rearranging things and everything starts to shift.
Right.
But now, if a girl just sees a TV stand and just watches the movie, a good girl. But you know she's a good girl. Here's how you know she's a good girl. She won't be attractive. None of your
I'm gonna die alone, bro. It's what you're telling me. I'm gonna die alone. That's what you're telling me, bro.
No, that is fair. She's your soulmate if none of your buddies want to fuck her.
I'm gonna die alone, bro.
Okay. Let's say I marry a beautiful Russian woman named Ivana or some shit. What is it?
Oh no.
What about that versus a fucking American Hannah? You know, where's
Yeah, Ivana's a hoe, bro. She's she's Hannah's best friend.
You're Ivana's third husband, bro.
Yeah, just because they're Russian don't mean they're not hoes, bro.
No, but you were saying American girls. You were saying American.
Oh, because American girls are hoes Super Saiyan 3. Actually. So just fucking fapping every dude off their autonomous dick sucking skills. They're ultra instinct for sure. But now check this out. If she's hot and the world wants to fuck her, leave the bitch alone. That's not your bitch.
Bro.
If she's not hot, you should probably marry her, and you should probably stop chilling with people who stay with fucking hoes, bro. You should get your life together, you know.
So what brought you to this conclusion?
Old man Zherka, like I'm gonna be a toothless sailor, talking about how much I hate women when I'm 70. I'll be like Popeye on fucking crack. Like, dude, you don't want to be like me. You just go for the good girl. You know that girl that you get McDonald's with in the middle of the night drive-through? Yeah, go with that girl. Don't go with the one that your buddies talk about. Oh, this girl's so bad. If everyone's saying, yo, she's bad, bro, the universe fucked her. Everyone fucked her, will fuck her, going to fuck her, curiosity will fuck her. Somebody's gonna fuck her. You know what I mean?
toxicity definitely.
So that's you just gotta. That's why the happiest men, they have a mid girl.
Wow.
The happiest men you'll ever see.
Yeah, but don't they fuck side chicks, bro?
John.
Nah.
Exactly.
Bitches though.
Come on, bro.
No, mid. She'll be mid. She won't be.
That makes me realize why these celebrity hot women get divorced fucking weekly. Why do you?
Yeah, they're
They're
absolute.
divorcing their husbands fucking weekly.
I love a Kim Kardashian.
J-Lo
Hey, and then she
Ben.
started fucking on 10 other guys, and then Kanye started fucking on a bunch of ones, and then kept marrying a bunch of ones. That's that. You know.
But seriously, guys, seriously, you need to start DMing mid while you're young.
Wow.
Because look, you'll always. You know what's funny about hoes? They'll always be there, whether you're graying or.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's smart. You guys meet some nice mid girls, and like, don't be offended when your buddies don't want to fuck your girl. Because if you're that guy, like I used to be used to that. And I used to be used to everyone in the club. You know, I used to not even like the girl that much, but since everyone in the club that I worked at wanted to fuck her, everyone talking about fucking her, I'd be like, I'm beautiful on to it. And then I realized, dude, I kind of like her uglier friend more.
What?
Yeah, I would just want this other girl, but I would be with this fucking blonde because everyone in the club wanted her. And just to like, you know, I'm like, my dick would get hard just stealing from these guys. And in my head, and her best friend I like more, the brunette I like more, right? It was very weird. But then I realized, dude, if you're always going for the girl that everybody wants to fuck,
everybody's over fucked.
You're getting fucked. You know, it's such an unhealthy mindset. That's why I think that Andrew Tate mindset's kind of weird.
Guys,
you know?
I just followed back my ugly ex-girlfriend.
That's what you do. That's it.
You know?
Not ugly.
No, but an X is an X for a reason. Don't go back.
Like
I ain't going back.
3 kind of thing, you know.
No, ugly. Well, okay. If you squint and she's mid, she's fine.
Yeah,
but if you're squinting and she's still ugly, you're in trouble, bro.
No, I'm squinting and she's like, okay, like this is like fuckable, you know.
Yeah. All right. Mid is fine. I'll tell you something, man. There's not a day I don't regret missing out on some mid girls I met in my life. There's some mid girls who,
bro, what?
These girls would have done everything for me, and I met e girls instead. I met a bunch of e girls on my Discord. There's so many mid girls that I left on red that would have changed my life for the better. But in my head, I'm like, e-girl number 4, e-girl number 4.
So you didn't think that was your trauma that caused you to,
yeah,
right?
It's trauma.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even fuck these e-girls. I would just chase them to win. Like, what the fuck? But man, if I went with that mid girl, that boat would be in this bottle right now. I would have finished a fucking boat by now.
Yeah, you wanted to prove a point, right? Instead of being happy.
Now look at this, Minnie. If you fuck a model as your first girl, you're fucked. So you gotta fuck. If I were you, Minnie, date an ugly or a mid. Date an ugly and then move on to mid and marry the mid.
Hell no.
Wow.
Hell no. Jesus Christ, I'd rather stay a virgin, dude.
You just gotta find the right girl. Like, there are good girls who are hot. It does happen. They might be a little crazy, okay?
Yeah, they might.
There are good girls who are hot.
Might want to stab me, you know.
Listen, yeah, I mean, if she don't want to murder me, is she good?
Oh my god.
I'm like,
you know,
it's a good mindset.
Yeah. Where can we find you? Top left.
Corey, me.
All right, where can we find you, Elijah?
Elijah M_C on everything, and
Inky.
Twitch.tv/inkbites or inkbites on everything.
And Minnie. Yo, this kid looks like me. What the fuck? Minnie, go ahead.
At the corner begging for money.
What's your ethnicity? What's your ethnicity?
Take care of yourselves, motherfucker.
What's your ethnicity?
Black. Let's go. What is yours?
Italian. I'm Italian.
Oh, no shot. Whoa, now that I look at this guy, he kind of does look like me. What the fuck? Albanian, Italian, pretty much the same shit.
Just need to oil my face and get a fucking beard going.
Appreciate the subs.
My dude, you're actually
Scumbag.
Inky,
We'll
look
talk
at him.
about it.
Rate
We're gonna
this
get you
guy.
unfucking.
This guy's actually good
blacklisted.
looking. We need this guy around.
Oh, this is my bro for like 2 years.
Yeah,
He brought me to
this
the
guy's
internet.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of introduced him to this whole internet shit.
Yeah, well, Inky, would you fuck this guy?
No, he's like 19.
Yeah, that's what they all say, bro. That's what
kinda
they all
reason that
say,
it-
bro.
Oh, what do you mean?
I don't know what he was.